Caladium party. So this painting is about colorful tropical leaves and hidden parrots. So before we start, quick thing. If you like this illustration, you can download the wallpaper and the line art coloring page on my Ko-fi. Link is in the description. Alright, let's start painting this Caladium jungle. I'm planning this chaos, sketching all the leaves. So the first step is actually the line art. And as you can see here, even in the sketch stage, there are already a lot of elements. This piece is meant to feel slightly overwhelming in a good way. Like when you walk into the greenhouse or the tropical plant shop and suddenly there are leaves everywhere. Different shapes, different colors, everything layered together. For this illustration, I designed around 6 different Caladium varieties. Some have green backgrounds with colorful speckles. Some have red backgrounds with lighter veins. Some are almost black with darker patterns. Some are pale or white with red veins. Some have very thin, delicate vein structures that almost look like lace. So in this sketch, I try to make every leaf clearly. Even though it looks chaotic, every leaf already has its own position and boundary. That makes the later coloring process much easier, because once we start the painting, we can isolate each group of leaves. Instead of having everything merging into one big shape. So once the line art is finished, I start blocking the base colors. And this stage actually use quite a lot of the layers, because I try to group leaves by their variety. For example, all the green base leaves go into one layer group. The red base leaves go into another. The pale pink ones into another group. This way, when I paint the patterns later, the edges stay very clean. Another trick here is to avoid putting neighboring leaves on the same layer. If two leaves touch each other and they share the same layer, they will merge visually. Then it becomes harder to control the edge, so I try to separate them slightly across layers. That way the boundaries stay crisp and I can edit them more easily later. At this point, the image already starts to feel very colorful. But it still looks a bit flat, because Caladium leaves are all about patterns and veins. That's where the next stage comes in. Now comes the fun part. All the speckles, spots, and leaves textures. For Caladiums, the patterns are actually very diverse. Some varieties have leopard-like speckles, some have soft watercolor dots, some have thin colorful veins that branch across the leaf surface. So I usually start with the larger brush first, just to place the big pattern areas, almost like blocking shadows. Once the general distribution feels balanced, I gradually switch to smaller brushes. And then I start cutting the larger shapes into smaller pieces, again and again. Each time making the patterns a little more detailed. This is where the illustration really starts to gain texture. And because the smaller marks create visual noise, that noise actually helps create the illustration of richness and complexity. After speckles are in place, I go back to the veins. Caladium veins are actually surprisingly structured. Even though the leaves look chaotic, the vein direction is quite consistent. Everything usually radiates from the center point outward. So once you understand that structure, drawing them becomes much easier. I try to keep the vein rhythm consistent across the whole illustration. But the colors can vary. Some veins are white, some are pink, some are darker red or purple. This variation keeps the image from looking repetitive, even though the shapes themselves are similar. And finally, we add the little characters in the scene, the parrots. They're actually meant to feel slightly hidden among the leaves. At first glance, you mostly notice the colors and the foliage, but then suddenly realize there are birds sitting quietly inside the jungle. I painted 6 parrots in total, each one with slightly different colors. Some bright yellow, some blue, some white. They bring a bit of life into the composition. They also become the hidden elements for viewers to find. So by the end, the illustration becomes this dense Caladium jungle. Lots of leaves, lots of patterns, and a few hidden parrots watching quietly. This kind of composition is really about layering details. Big shapes first, then medium patterns, then very small marks. That gradual process is what makes the image feel rich without becoming messy. And if you want the wallpaper version of this illustration, you can download it on my Ko-fi. I've also uploaded the clean line art so you can color it yourself. The link is in the description. Thanks for painting with me today.